He was one of the most brilliant CIA operatives we ever had, until he went rogue. He's responsible for the deaths of multiple agents.
Safe House puts two Hollywood favorites in the same house.
This guy's just not going to walk into an American consulate without good reason.
Denzel Washington stars with Ryan Reynolds.
So what's new in Cape Town?
I heard a slot open up.
One slot, 37 applicants. Every one of them with more field experience than you.
How am I supposed to get more experience? I'm staring at four walls all day.
Reynolds, a CIA agent in Cape Town that was a quiet town.
Oh my God. That's Tobin Frost.
Kill all the surveillance cameras in this room.
Until this guy comes to town.
Is this legal?
Then this CIA agent is on the verge of becoming DOA.
Remember rule number one, you are responsible for your house guest. I'm your house guest.
I think we start out, this guy's kind of like a God and country guy. He's a, patriot. He's like that kind of, he has that kind of mentality.
They're here for me, but they want me alive. You don't kill. Time's a wasting.
The layers of that are slowly peeled away, and he's like confronted with a lot of disillusionment, and he sees that this job that he signed up for is actually incredibly murderous and corrupt and psychotic in a lot of ways.
Hey!
Get in.
You serious?
Yeah. Get in the trunks!
He's seeing this sort of like weird, perverted mirror image of himself in this guy who's much older and who's been doing it a lot longer.
There are plenty of car chases and often fight scenes during those car chases.
A lot of choreography, because you don't need to choreograph pretty fights as much. It's those ugly, messy knife fight in a phone booth kind of ones that you really need to kind of work on, because those are the ones where people get hurt. That's also. But yeah, that was like a couple of months of choreography for that, because it really was shot over 2 days, and we spanned like every room of the house in that fight. We're falling out of windows. It felt very old-fashioned in a way. There was no real trickery. It was just kind of happening. And by the end, Joel, who's the McKinnon, who's the guy that I was fighting, he and I were just covered in cuts and scrapes and bruises, but man, we were happy it was over though. That fight was
Ryan Reynolds goes toe-to-toe and face-to-face with one of the greatest actors of our time, Denzel Washington.
Action call!
fascinating. He's just a really interesting guy to work with. He's so good at what he does, but it's just wild to see somebody who's been doing this so well, but for so long so well. He's just a real classy and disciplined actor, and I think that's what makes him, the success is kind of irrelevant to him. I think what makes him such a good actor is just that. He really cares about what he does, and he's passionate. And as a younger actor, I look at that and I think, wow, that's amazing that, you can go this long in this industry and be this prolific and still be this passionate about it. It's pretty fantastic.
The safe house has been compromised. Follow protocol.
Protocol? There's no protocol for this!
Who's after us and why?
I think you need to consider how your safe house was attacked in the first place. That house was a secure location.
This film plays real largely because it's real to life and death.
Someone told them, someone you know.
You're not going to get in my head.
I am already in your head.
In my job, we get all these stupid little perks, like we get to spend time with these guys that have been in the CIA for 30, 40 years, and when you talk to them, you find out, yeah, they started out with this real, ultra-patriotic kind of idealism that is really replaced by a kind of cynicism later.
3, 2...
Part of that is because they live their entire life a lie. They've lied to their wife and children for 20, 30 years. And I talked to one guy who just revealed to his wife and children what it is that he does for a living after 25 years. Amazing, yeah, it's amazing. Like, what is the reaction? I was just fascinated with that. He said it was not good.
So they're working together?
I think Weston's turned.
I'm not your only enemy tonight.
That's all the time we have for this week's show. Thanks for yours. And we'll see you next time when Hollywood One-on-One takes you to the stars.
I'm taking you in.
I want you to take me in.